On a battlefield, there is one soldier who runs toward the sound of suffering when every instinct in the human body is screaming to run away. That patch on their arm isn't just a symbol. It is a promise written in dirt and blood and sacrifice. This is a day in the life of every combat medic, from the very first rank to the highest command. It starts here, a training room, a med kit, and a young soldier who has no idea what they just signed up for. Their hands are shaking. Think about that for a second. These are the same hands that one day will be the difference between someone going home or not. The instructor doesn't smile, because this isn't training for a test. This is training for the moment when there are no second chances. Early mornings, mud, weight on their back. Every mile in the mud is a mile of trust being built into their legs, their lungs, and their will. And then, the patch is pinned. That red cross. For most people, it's a symbol of medicine. For a combat medic, it becomes the heaviest thing they will ever carry. Alone in the mirror, they stare at themselves and quietly ask the question every new medic asks: am I ready for this? No one is. Not yet. The radio crackles. Medic up! Two words that compress every hour of training into a single heartbeat. They sprint, low, fast through smoke. The red cross cuts through the gray. There is no hesitation. There is no fear, or if there is, it gets left behind with the first step. They hit the ground, slide behind cover, and the medic kit is already open before the dust settles. In the chaos, they become the calmest person on the battlefield. Assess, prioritize, act. Every medic in the field is like an air traffic controller managing a disaster with steady hands and a clear mind. The tourniquet goes on. These hands that once shook in a training room now move with purpose. Muscle memory, meeting mercy. And when it's over, they sit against the wall, helmet off, eyes closed. Just breathe. By now, they're the ones standing at the table. No longer the student, the teacher. Their finger traces the map. Every mark represents a life, and they know it. They demonstrate, hands moving with the fluency of someone who has done this, not in theory, but in the field, under fire, while people were dying. Sometimes the hardest part of the job isn't the blood, it's the conversation that happens after. Looking a junior soldier in the eyes and telling them the truth, that this job will change you. And that's okay. Late at night, the senior medic sits alone, not because they have to, because sometimes the quiet is the only place left where they can think. At the officer level, the battlefield never fully leaves. They sit at desks, reviewing reports, while behind their eyes, the trauma scenes replay like a ghost that never clocked out. They walk into the room. Every soldier seated turns. This officer wasn't always the one at the front. They were once the nervous private in the back row. They remember. Walking through a field hospital, every cot tells a story. Some stories they wrote with their own hands, the ones they saved, and the ones they couldn't. Sometimes, you just step outside and let the night hold everything you cannot say out loud. At the top of the medical chain, decisions are not made in seconds. They are made in planning rooms, with maps, with data, and with the full weight of knowing that every plan they approve will determine who lives and who doesn't. Late at night, The screen glows on a face that has seen too much. This is not a desk job. This is a life sentence of responsibility, worn proudly and silently. After the room empties, one officer remains, standing at the window. The chair at the head of the table says everything that doesn't need words. And on the desk, a folded flag. Not a decoration, a reminder of why every single day matters.
And then, the call comes again. The head snaps up. The eyes lock in. It doesn't matter what rank is on their chest. Every combat medic, at every level, still answers that call. They run, full speed, toward the danger, toward the pain, not away from it. Because that is who they chose to be, the one who shows up when everything else is falling apart. And when they reach down, that hand is more than a hand. It is every training session, every sleepless night, every rank earned, every loss survived, reaching down to pull someone back. This patch, worn, dirty, faded, tells the whole story. A combat medic doesn't just treat wounds, they carry them, from private to colonel, every rank, every day, every life. This is what it means to wear the Red Cross.